Hello guys, this is CJ Music Caleb Julius and welcome back for another video tutorial. And today we're in the key of G major. And I'm here to share with you guys of how personally I do come up with intro. So we had this song that we did it back in the days in our church. The song by Minister William Mcdowell. Okay, so the song goes by the name You Got Alone, and it was done in the key of G, whereby that was its original key. Okay, so when you listen from the original song, I figure out like I didn't want to play the same introduction, so I had to come up with a simple introduction. And yeah, so from the original song they had some modulations happening, leading back to the original key. Like they started from other keys and going back to G. So I also wanted to kind of make it that way, that I have some little corners happening outside of the key that the song is. But also listening from the original song, I heard a little bit of brass happening in the song, so I also wanted to incorporate some brass on my introduction. So here's the introduction. Let me play it with my stems in the key of G. Here's the introduction. To start the song. Okay, so simply, as I said, I had to like have some modulations happening, but also brass. Okay, so I came up with this idea of drop twos. Okay, so I had this one going to 3 chord. Okay, so that's an idea. The melody was okay. So drop twos, G major, going to there. So then 7, drop 2, going to 6. Then I repeated the same idea, but now I have this line pentatonic. Okay, so that's one among main ideas you can be using, like starting on the upper octave, then doing the same melody on the other end, like the lower octave. In many introductions, sometimes they do start on the higher octave, and then you go back to your lower octave, and that's one among the technique you can be using to create difference. Okay, so that's the first idea. Then now I wanted to like go outside the key of G and go back to the key of G. So I thought of from the whole tone scale, starting from E flat, going to F, G, A, B, C sharp, going to back to E flat. That's the whole tone scale. Speaking of whole tones, like whole steps from here to here, then whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step. So that's a whole tone scale. Then I figure out I might use some major 7th, E flat going to F, back to G. See, so, and most of the time we do use that as a cadence, like an ending. So for example, in a song like Alpha and Omega, when you want to end using those chords, so we give you all, so U for the 2B, you can be using those chords, major 7th. So going back to our song, right? Then I wanted to use those ideas, then going back to G, right? But now I had to come up with a melody. Ba da da da, then da da da. I went again to A major, okay, using the same, and again it goes to B. So I played da da da, then going back to B major. So I used the whole tone scale. So now approaching this melody, and remember the idea is a major 7 chord. So I had to like put this. So that idea, da 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 da, da 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 da. Then going to B major. So from the top we have the song now has something that goes like, okay, so starting from the 6, 5, 4. Okay, now I'm here on B major. I'm figuring out how can I go to E minor, D, going to C. So now I use this. Most of the time we do use that. Going to your 6th chord, right? 3. B is the 3 of G. So I used that idea. So then okay, to start the song. Okay, so you see, that's how I came up with this introduction. So let me play it one more time. So parts, then we have that melody. Then to start up the song, okay? Then I switched to this. There. See, that part is what I used on the introduction, okay? Then I used this idea. 7, 6, 4. Then going to chorus. You are God alone. You are on your throne. Okay? And right now, in the nearest time. Okay? So those are just ideas. Another one. And right now. Now watch this. As we finish the first verse and chorus, then I repeat the idea, switch it, okay, back to the song. So I had a bridge. Okay, so the bridge goes like the introduction. Going to my flat 7 and then back to 1. So you see, I used the same idea of the intro part, because also from the original song they have a bridge in between, then going back to the second verse. So I used the same idea. Now, ba da 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 da, I wanted some syncopation. So as a good music arranger, you also want to play with your rhythm and stuff. So you see that creates some kind of, you know, da 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 da, same idea. Da 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 da. Da, ba, da. Instead of ba, da, da, I use these diminished chords from B going back to my E. Then now, if you listen to my sequencer and stuff, it was out of the, you know, normal, because now I've used some syncopation. So using just the sequencer stuff, then back to, okay. So you see, using syncopation is okay, like changing the rhythm, but now you want to figure out how you're gonna build something to bring you back to the sequencer, that you're not lost. Okay, so reaching out on this point, I had to I had to bring that in, because now with this I had to add something that would, you know, bring me back to the rhythm of the sequencer. So I added that. Okay, if I would just remain at the very same idea of the intro, it would not be on the tempo to start again the second verse. But you see, I had to add something. So ideally, as a good music arranger, you want to build an introduction that sometimes you might use it in between as a bridge or as an ending somewhere around. And the intro should not go far from what the melody of the song is. Okay, so those are the tips I wanted to share. But you see, that's a simple arrangement, but you know, at least it's clean. Intro. Yeah. You can go use it. Okay. So again, the bridge part we had. So this is how I come up with intros and bridges of such kind of song. So yeah, I'll be sharing more of these kind of tips. You know, tell me in the comment below that what song do you want us to like build an intro, and see how you can come up with introductions of different songs. It might be worship songs, you know. So yeah, God bless, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is CJ Music, where you share tutorials. God bless.